Hello students, in previous classes we already discussed about what is gravitation, what is universal gravitational law, and what is gravitational field, what is gravitational potential energy, and what is gravitational acceleration due to Earth's gravity. Clear? So today we are going to discuss about some numericals based upon the concept of gravitation that we studied in previous classes. Clear? So the first example is like this. Two particles of masses 1 kg and 2 kg are placed at a separation of 50 centimeter. Okay, so the separation between two particles, here we have to assume there is two particles, one have mass 1 kg and the other one have mass 2 kg. There is the two masses of the particles which are separated by a distance. Here the distance between them is 50 centimeter. Clear? And the only force acting on the particle are their mutual gravitation. That means the force which is acting in between these two particles are due to their gravitation. That means the force due to their masses. And we already studied what is the force of gravitation due to two particles having masses. Can be given as the universal gravitational law, that is G m1 m2 by r square. Clear? What is G? G is the universal gravitational constant, and we know the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the minus 11, and its unit will be how much? Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, and here m1 m2 can be written as m1 equal to 1 kg and m2 will be 2 kg, and the distance r is 50 centimeter. So in meter we can write it 0.5 meter. Clear? So now putting the values in this equation, we will get the gravitational force of attraction on these two bodies will be how much? So the gravitational force can be given as 6.67 into 10 to the minus 11 into m1 m2 is how much? 2 into 1 divided by 0.5 whole square. Clear? So now by solving this, we will get the value of gravitational force is equal to how much? By solving this, we will get it as 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 10 Newton. Okay. So this is the gravitational force acting on each of these particles due to their mutual gravitation. So what acts? We have to find out the initial acceleration of two particles. So as this is the force act on this body by this body, and the same amount of force act on the second body by the other body. So this is the only force acting on both the bodies. So we have to find out the acceleration. So we know force on any body can be written as mass of that body into acceleration generated by the on the body due to that force. So from this we can get the acceleration of the first particle, let it be a1, will be how much? F divided by m1. What is m1? 1 kg. Similarly, what is the acceleration by the body 2? A2 will be F, let it be gravitational, so Fg divided by m2. Clear? So these are the expressions for what? The acceleration produced by both the particles. So by replacing the value of F, that is 5.3 into 10 to the minus 10, we will get the respective accelerations. So for A1, it will be 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 10 divided by 1 kg, and for A2 it will be 5.3 into 10 to the minus 10 divided by 2 kg. Clear? So the answer we will get by solving this. This will become this much, 5.3 into 10 to the minus 10 meter per second square, and it will be nearly about 2.6 into 10 to the minus 10 meter per second square. Okay, this is the required result for this question. Okay students, so the next example is like this. If the radius of the earth were increased by a factor of 3, by what factor would its density have to be changed to keep the gravitational acceleration constant or same? Okay, we know what is the value of gravitational acceleration. The small g can be written as G m by r square, where m is mass of the planet or earth and r is radius of the planet or earth, and g is the universal gravitational constant. So this is the expression how gravitational acceleration related with mass and radius of the planet. Clear? So as we asked here that the radius of the planet increased by a factor of 3, that means for the new planet, if the r dash is equivalent to 3r, then how the density have to be changed to keep the acceleration due to gravity constant. So here we can represent the mass of the planet m can be written as density of the planet rho into volume of the planet. Clear? So from this we will get rho into what is volume of planet, that is 4 by 3 pi into radius of the planet r cube. Clear? So from this we will get, if this is equal to m, so what is the expression of g in terms of density? G can be written as capital G. In place of m I can write rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So it will be rho divided by 4 by 3 pi r cube whole divided by r square. So r square will be get cancelled. So this implies you get the acceleration due to gravity in terms of density of the planet. It will be 4 by 3 g pi rho r. Clear? So this is the expression for acceleration due to gravity in terms of density and radius of earth. So from this expression we will get what? The acceleration due to gravity is directly proportional to radius of the planet and density of the planet if 4 by 3 and gravitational constant pi taken as constant. Clear? So according to the question, the new radius of the planet becomes 3 times of the initial radius. So from this we will get what is the expression for rho. So from this we will get the expression for density of the planet will be 3g divided by 4g pi into r. This is the expression for density of the planet. So if the initial density is equal to this much, which is here ri is the initial radius of the planet, but the initial radius, will let it be r dash. The initial radius will be how much? R. So when the radius is r, the density is rho, but we have to take the final radius r dash, which is equivalent to 3r. So rho dash will be how much? So rho dash can be written as 3g divided by 4g into pi r dash. Clear? Because we have to maintain the value g constant. So if in these two cases the g remain constant, the rho and rho dash will be related with the radius like this, but in place of r dash we can write what? 3r, because as the r dash is 3 times of the initial radius. So from this we can write the final density rho dash will be how much? 3g divided by 4g into pi. In place of r dash I can write 3r. Clear? And comparing these two, let it be equation 1 and this will be equation 2. We will get what? 3g by 4g pi r is equal to rho. So in place of 3g by 4g pi r by this term, I can write it as rho. So this implies you will get what? Rho dash equal to rho divided by 3. Clear? So what we get, if the radius becomes 3 times and the gravitational acceleration of the planet remain constant, then we have to decrease the initial density by 3 times. Clear? That means the final density of the planet will be 1/3 of the initial density when the radius will become 3 times. Clear? Okay students, so the next question is like this. A body weighs 36 kg weight on surface of earth. How much will it weigh on the surface of Mars, whose mass is 1/9 and radius is half of that of the earth? So we know what is weight on the earth's surface. Weight can be written as m into g, or which can be written as g m divided by r square, where capital M is the mass of earth and r is the radius of earth and this m is the mass of the body. So here in this case, this is the expression for the weight of the body on the surface of earth, which is given as how much? 36. Okay, now it have to be measured on the surface of Mars, whose mass is 1/9 of that of the earth mass. That means we can write the mass of the mass will be how much? 1/9 of mass of earth and the radius of mass is 1 by 2 times that of radius of earth. So what is the weight of the substance in mass? It will be written as G, mass of mass into mass of the substance divided by radius of mass square. Clear? So this can be written as, this implies weight of the substance in mass will be how much? G in place of ms, I can write how much? M by 9 into m divided by, in place of rm I can write r by 2 whole square. So this can be written as weight of the, okay, so weight of the substance in mass will be how much? This can be written as 1 by r square, so it will r by 2 square, it will become how much? Here it will be mass of in mass. So this can be written as G m by 9 r square into 4. This will move to the offside, so this will become how much? Weight in mass is equal to how much? 4 by 9 into G m by r square. Clear? What is G m by r square here? This is the weight of the substance in earth's surface, which is given as 36 kg weight. So this implies we will get weight of the substance in mass will be 4 by 9 into 36. This implies weight of the substance in mass will be equal to how much? 16 kg weight. Okay, this is the required answer to the given question. Okay students, so next question, the acceleration due to gravity at a depth d reduces to 25% on the value of at the surface. So calculate the value of d if radius of earth is 6400 kilometer. Okay, so we know how the g varies with depth. The formula is g at any depth d can be given as how much? G on the surface into 1 minus d divided by r. What is d? D is the depth where we have to measure the gravitational acceleration, and r is radius of the earth. So here the gravitational acceleration at a depth d is given as 25% on of the value at the surface. So if g is the value at surface, so 25% of g, which is equal to 25 divided by 100 of g, that is g by 4, is the value of gravitational acceleration at the depth d. Clear? So this implies you can write gd will be how much? G divided by 4 will be equal to g into 1 minus d by r. So this implies you will get g will get cancelled, 1 by 4 equal to 1 minus d divided by r. So this implies d by r equal to how much? 1 minus 1 by 4. So this implies d by r is equal to 3 by 4, and we know the value of r is how much? 6400 kilometer. So this implies d will be equal to how much? 3 by 4 into r, or this implies d equal to 3 by 4 into 6400 kilometer. So by simplifying we will get it as d equal to 480 kilometer. Okay, this is the required answer. Sorry, it will be how much? 4800 kilometer. Okay. Okay students, so the next question, the radius of earth is 6 into 10 to the 6 meter. So here the radius of earth is given as 6 into 10 to the 6 meter. What distance from the center of earth the weight of the body becomes half? We know that weight of the body can be given as m into g. Clear? And if the weight of the body becomes half, if weight w dash will become w by 2, that means the weight will become half, then in this case the variable is g, because mass remain constant. So g dash will be equal to g by 2, then only the weight of the body will become half of the given weight on the surface. So the question asks what? The radius of earth is given, that is 6 into 10 to the 6 meter, and what distance from the center of earth the weight of the body becomes half. That means if this is earth, this is the center, so at what distance from the center, if here is the body and weight is w dash, and when the body is on the surface the weight is w. So we know on the surface weight can be written as m into g. Here the g is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface, but we have to find out the depth or the distance of the point below which or at which the weight of the substance will become half of that of on the surface. So if this is the point where the weight become half of the substance and its depth from the surface, let it be d. Clear? So we can get at this place, if this is w dash will be how much? mg by 2. Clear? Because on the surface the weight is mg, and at the position which is at a depth d from the surface, the weight of the body will become how much? Half of that of the weight on the surface, which will be w dash can be given as mg by 2. Clear? And this is the depth of the location where the weight will become half. So we can write g dash can be written as how much? G into 1 minus d by r. So this implies you will get what is g dash, that will be equivalent to g by 2 equal to g into 1 minus d by r. So this will be g will get cancelled, we will get 1 by 2 equal to 1 minus d by r. So this implies d by r is equal to how much? 1 by 2. So this implies d equal to how much? R by 2. What is r? 6 into 10 to the 6 divided by 2. So this implies you will get depth d equal to how much? 3 into 10 to the 6 meter. So this is the depth of the location from the surface of earth. But question asks what is the distance from the center of earth? So we have to measure this one, and this will be how much? According to our question, the distance, let it be small r from the center of earth. So small r will be called how much? Radius of earth minus the depth d. So it will be 6 into 10 to the power 6 minus the value is 3 into 10 to the power 6. So the answer will be again 3 into 10 to the power 6 meter. Okay, so this is the distance of the location from the center of earth where the weight of the substance will be half that on the surface. Okay, so the next question is the radius of moon is 1 by 4 times that of radius of earth, and its mass is 1 by 96 times the mass of earth. So if escape speed of earth is 11 km per second, we have to find out the escape speed for the surface of moon. Okay, so we know the expression for the escape velocity for any planet is 2gm by r under root, where g is the universal gravitational constant, m is mass of the planet, and r is radius of the planet. Okay, so if we take the mass of earth and radius of earth here, then we will get the value of escape velocity is how much? 11 km per second. Clear? So we have to find out what the escape velocity for moon. So if the escape velocity for moon can be written as how much? 2 into universal gravitational constant g into mass of moon divided by radius of moon under root. So according to the question, what is mass of moon? This is equivalent to 1 by 96th time of mass of earth. And what is radius of moon? This is 1/4 times that of radius of earth. So replacing this, we will get the velocity, escape velocity of moon will be equal to how much? 2 g. In place of mass of moon I can write m by 96 divided by, in place of radius of moon I can write r by 4 under root. So this implies we can write the escape velocity for moon will be equivalent of 2 g m by r into 4 by 96 under root. So this implies it will become the escape velocity for moon will be equal to 2 by what is 96 under root, it will be, so this can be written as 2 gm by r under root whole into 4 by 96, it will become 1 by 24. So root over of 1 by 24 equal to 1 by 2 root 6. Clear? So this what is 2 gm under root? This is given as 11 kilometer per second. So the escape velocity for moon will be how much? 11 by 2 root 6 kilometer per second. So this is the required expression for what? Escape velocity for moon. Okay, then student, the next question is like this: a body is projected vertically upward from the surface of earth. So if this is, we are considering, here is the surface of earth, okay, and this is the body which is projected from the surface of earth with a velocity equal to half of escape velocity. So the initial velocity is VE by 2. What is VE? That is escape velocity for surface of earth. What is the maximum height attained by the body? So when initially the body is projected upward with a velocity equal to half of that of the escape velocity of earth. So what is, it moves under the action due to gravitational force or gravity. Clear? So as the body moves under a conservative force field, the total mechanical energy of the body remain conserved. So we can write the initial potential energy plus initial kinetic energy must be equal to the final potential energy of the body with final kinetic energy of the body. Clear? So as initially the body moves with a escape speed that is equivalent to half of that of escape velocity of earth. We know what is the expression for escape velocity of earth, that is 2 gm by r under root. Clear? Okay. So what is initial potential energy? As initially the body is on the surface of earth, so the initial potential energy of the body will be how much? Minus g m by r. What is capital M? Mass of earth, small m mass of the body, and r is radius of earth, plus what is initial kinetic energy? That is half m v square. Initial velocity is v e square by 4 is equivalent to the final potential energy plus final kinetic energy. And the question asks what is the maximum height attained by the body if the body moves up to a certain height this much, which is at a height h from the surface of earth, where, and this is the maximum height attained by the body. That means as if this is the maximum height attained by the body, here the final velocity must be 0. Clear? So the final kinetic energy of the body at height h must be 0, because as this is the point, if this point is B, which is at a height from point A, the height is h from point A, so the B is the maximum point or maximum height attained by the body. So here the kinetic energy will be 0. So the final kinetic energy of the body becomes 0. What is final potential energy? As we know, initially the body is on the surface of earth, which has a potential energy minus gm by r, and finally it is at point B, which is at a height h from the surface of earth. So final potential energy will be minus gm by r plus h. Clear? So now solving this, we will get what? Minus gm by r plus 1 by 8 m VE square. In place of VE I can write 2 gm by r into 2 gm by r equal to minus gm by r plus h. So this implies we will get how much? This will be 1 by 4 gm by r is equal to minus gm by r plus h plus gm by r. So now taking this along this side, or by solving this directly, we can write it as this is minus gm by r, and this is also how much it will become. This implies minus gm by r plus 1 by 4 gm by r, which is equal to minus gm by r plus h. Solving this, it will become how much? Taking common gm by r into minus 1 plus 1 by 4 equal to minus gm by r plus h. GMM will get cancelled from both the side, so it will become minus 3 by 4 into 1 by r is equal to minus 1 by r plus h. Again minus will get cancelled, so 3 into r plus h equal to 4r. So this implies 3r plus 3h equal to 4r. So this implies 3h is equivalent to 4r minus 3r, that is equivalent to r. So simplifying this, we will get height equal to r by 3. So the maximum height attained by the body will be how much? R by 3. What is r? R is the radius of earth. Okay. Okay student, so the next question is, mass of earth is 81 times the mass of moon. So if this is mass of moon, then 81 times of mass of moon is given as mass of earth. Okay. The distance between earth and moon is L. So if here is moon and here is mass, sorry, earth. Okay, and distance between earth and moon is given as L. What is mass of moon? Let it be m. What is mass of earth? Let it be me, which is equal to 81 times, that is mass of moon. So the question asks what? Calculate the position of the point on the line joining the center of earth and mass. If this lining joins the center of earth and moon, then find out the location of the point on the line where the gravitational field is 0. So let the location of the point P is here, which is at a distance x from moon. So the distance of the point from the earth will be how much? L minus x. So if P is the point where the gravitational field is 0, that means the field due to moon and the field due to earth gravity will be equal. So what is the expression for gravitational field? So the expression for gravitational field EG can be given as G m by r square, where m is mass of the substance due to which we have to find out the gravitational field intensity at a distance r from its center. So if we are considering the gravitational field for moon, so gravitational field for moon will be how much? This will be G into mass of moon divided by the position of the point from the center of moon, that is x square. Let it be equation 1. Similarly, what is the gravitational field for earth? This will be G into mass of earth divided by distance of the location from the center of earth, that is L minus x whole square. So as P is the point where the net gravitational field is 0, that means the gravitational field due to moon is along this direction and gravitational field due to earth is along this direction. If these two field becomes equal, so net field at this point will become 0. That means these equation 1 and 2 must be equal, because the direction of these two field are opposite. That's why, so from equation 1 or equating 1 and 2 will get what? G mass of moon by x square equal to G into mass of earth, which is 81 times, that is mass of moon, divided by L minus x whole square. So mass of moon will get cancelled, G will get cancelled, so we will get 81 x square equal to L square minus plus x square minus 2lx. So it is a quadratic equation in terms of x. So by solving this equation, we will get the value of x. Clear? So, okay. So as this is a quadratic equation in terms of x, so you can get the value of x by solving this. Otherwise, we can get the value of x. As from this equation, we will get 1 by x square is equal to 81 by L minus x whole square. So this implies you can write 1 by x whole square equal to 9 divided by L minus x whole square. Clear? So cancelling square from both sides, 1 by x will be equal to 9 by L minus x. So from this we will get L minus x equal to 9x. So this implies L equal to how much? 10x. So x equal to L by 10. So the location of the point P from moon is how much? L by x, which is equal to L by 10, and that of from earth it's going to be 9 L by 10. Clear? So this is the point where the net gravitational field intensity due to moon and earth is become 0. Clear? Okay students, so the question is like this: an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit. So if this is earth, the artificial satellite is moving around it in a circular orbit. Okay, this is the orbital path along which the satellite is revolving around the earth. Okay, this is satellite S. The magnitude of escape velocity, the speed of the satellite is half of the magnitude of escape velocity from earth. So the speed here, the satellite is revolving, that is known as orbital velocity v0, and this velocity is equivalent to half of that of escape velocity from the surface of earth. And we know what is the expression for escape velocity for earth's surface, that is 2gm by r under root, where m is mass of earth, let it be me, and this is radius of earth, re. Clear? And what is the expression for orbital velocity of a satellite which is revolving around a planet from its center? If the radius of the earth is re and the height of the satellite from the surface of earth is h, so the orbital velocity of that satellite v0 will be how much? G m e divided by r plus h under root. This is the expression for orbital velocity of the satellite which is revolving at a height h from the surface of earth. And according to this question, what is the orbital velocity? v0, this is half of the escape velocity. So this implies we will get what? v0 is equal to v escape by 2. So this implies you can write g m e by r plus h under root is equivalent to 2 g m e by r under root, this is re divided by 2. So squaring we will get how much both sides? This is g m e divided by r plus h, re plus h is equivalent to 2 g m e divided by re whole divided by 4. Clear? So this implies we will get what? GME will get cancelled. This will be 1 by RE plus H is equivalent to 1 by 2 RE, because 2 and 4 will get cancelled. Okay, so it will be 1 by 2 RE. So now cross multiplying this, we will get 2 RE is equivalent to RE plus H. So from this we will get H equal to how much? RE, which is equal to 6400 kilometer. Okay, so height of the satellite will be how much? That is 6400 kilometer from the surface of earth. Okay. Okay, so this is the expression for height of the satellite from the surface of earth. So these are some numericals based upon the concept you studied in gravitation. So you can do some more numericals by referring different books. If you have any doubt, you can contact us. Okay, thank you.